Hello, air signs. Nice to see you all. I am Jess with Key Tarot. I am going to do a quick reading for you guys. We'll go through and we'll look at just some general energies that may be affecting you this week. And then we will move into, I'll just pull a few cards for each of the zodiac signs individually. Let's say a quick blessing and we'll get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every single breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, we are going to start with just a general reading here for you guys. We're going to start, let's use this manga tarot for you guys. I haven't used this little buddy in a while. I got the World in the reverse and the Nine of Wands. You've been through something. You've closed up some kind of a cycle here. You've ended something major. And with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, it feels like there's a thaw that's happening for you guys. Possibly maybe starting to allow other people in for the first time in a while. Maybe you've separated yourself from friends, loved ones, for a while to kind of process whatever this ending was. And now it feels like you're kind of ready to open up again. I hope that's the case. Let's see what we have going on out there for air signs. Two of Cups, nice. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Two of Cups can be a partnership coming towards you. It can be a love relationship. It can be in business. This can be a new friend. Whatever it is, it's one of the soulmate cards in the deck, but it indicates somebody that you are very copacetic with. I love it. There's a lot of love here. This is from two individuals who feel like they have a lot to offer one another. Good. But with this Seven of Pentacles, this is the healthy energy of having to wait and see what's gonna happen. Now, I don't know that we'll get a ton of information. Well, let's just keep looking. The Seven of Pentacles is waiting to see if all of your efforts are going to pay off in some way. This can be a new love relationship. Someone you may have just met recently. Or a new partnership. I have the King of Wands here, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It comes out on its side. The King of Wands, you may be dealing with a fire sign right here. The King of Wands is someone who's usually a real go-getter. There's someone who's very high energy. They're very sexually passionate. They're very attractive. They tell funny jokes. They're fun to be around. Very magnetic personality. But whenever they come out on the side, this can be someone who's non-committal or someone that you're not seeing the commitment you'd like to see from. This could be your energy too, air sign. And this can be in business as well as in love. I have the Nine of Swords that comes out in the reverse. I feel like you've been through a lot in the recent past, whoever you are. The Nine of Swords is someone who does not want to repeat any of the same patterns. They don't want a repeat of anything that they've experienced in the recent past. We're just going to put that over there. Nine of Swords can be about anxiety, stress, waking up with bad dreams, or just struggling to sleep at all at night, kind of a tossing and turning kind of vibe. When we have that in the reverse, this is someone who does not want to go back there. It can also be creating unhealthy situations in your life. Maybe you didn't see the red flags that you should have taken note of in other relationships, and now you're being very cautious as to who you allow into your space. And I have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Whatever this situation was that you've been through recently, whatever was causing this stress, I think you felt like you had failed, or you felt like you lost friends or loved ones. The Six of Wands in the reverse is someone who feels like they may be being judged by other people for actions or for the way something went down. And I have the Empress in the reverse. That's the card of Virgo. It's also the card of Divine Feminine. You may have allowed yourself to be in relationships with people who ultimately either you weren't good to them or they weren't good to you. But whatever the case is, the Empress in the reverse is someone who feels like they let something fall apart. There's an energy of overly dramatic, or could have lost family and friends, some things that you had spent a lot of time creating. but I have the Two of Wands on its side. Whatever this situation was, it left you wondering, and this happens to everybody, so don't be hard on yourself if this is something that's been going through your head. Whatever happened in the recent past that you're just now moving through, air sign, it left you wondering if you really were suitable for any kind of partnership. Sorry, my coffee pot's beeping. Usually the Two of Wands is someone who feels like they have a lot to offer, but when it comes out on the side or in the reverse, this is someone who says, you know what, I may not be the healthiest person for someone to be with. I either need to meet someone who is healthier, or I need to be healthier. There's an energy of non-commitment that comes from whatever you've been through or whatever you're experiencing now. It feels like you have a new opportunity for partnership coming towards you. I'm hearing somebody say, please don't fuck this up. Please don't mess this up, right? But I have the Devil that comes out on its side. So, hey, y'all, we got to talk about this. The Devil's the card of Capricorn, but I think that this is the problem. Whoever you are, air sign, I think you have involved yourself in relationships in the past that you lost yourself in. Things that brought out addictive tendencies in you or obsessions within you. The Devil and the Lovers card are typically very similar energies. The only difference is that one of those energies we enter into with freedom, and the other one we enter into with bondage in some way. And there's an overall energy of toxicity here. And when it goes with this King of Wands and Two of Wands energy on its side, this is someone who may have had an explosive temperament, or something. You may have invited partners into your life who allowed their anger to get the better of them, or maybe this was you in some way. Let's use this Deviant Moon Tarot to clarify just a little bit further here. Now I have the Five of Pentacles. You've been through some kind of separation with this person and you're trying to get yourself back on track. Excuse me. All right. I have the Emperor in the reverse. Interesting. The Emperor in the reverse is someone who feels like they've let everything fall apart, or this person definitely let something fall apart. You've got the Emperor and the Empress both in the reverse here. Neither one of these individuals were in good condition. They both were dealing with a lot of toxicities, a lot of devil energy. And I think that you've started to understand where the problems have been in the past. And instead of calling yourself a failure or saying that you don't have enough to give to someone, I think you're recognizing that all of these relationships in the past have just simply been unhealthy. And that could have come from you. That could have come from the energies that you were attracting. So like, no shade, I understand, but the energy of this devil can be something that's very narcissistic or toxic, and it's one thing whenever it comes from somebody else, but it also is another thing when you recognize you allowed it into your space for whatever reason. And so we have to look at both sides of that. And we also have to understand that when we attract partnerships into our life, it's because we're vibrating at a certain frequency, right? That's the energy of attraction, right? That's magnetic attraction. Like attracts like, or opposites attract, or whatever. But the frequency that you've been vibrating on in the past has been toxic. And I think you're starting to see that. I've got the Queen of Cups out in the upright position and the Wheel of Fortune. Very good job. It feels like you have, like I said, it's like a thawing of your heart, allowing other people in for the first time in a while. The Queen of Cups is the embodiment of unconditional love. It's very nurturing. It's very calming to the system. This Wheel of Fortune is getting back on track. It's the energy of Sagittarius, and we're going into Sagittarius season soon. And you may be feeling better. by then. You may be feeling ready to invite whatever this new partnership is that's coming towards you, because it's here, and it feels a lot healthier than what you've been through in the past. And it's because of this understanding that you have developed within yourself of what love is to you and how you want that to feel. And this Wheel of Fortune energy is good karma. It's self-propulsion, and it's much healthier. All right, I'm gonna slide this whole situation up here, and then I'm gonna pull a few cards for each of our zodiac signs. We're gonna start with Aquarius, and we are gonna use this Tarot of Wonderland by Barbara Moore for you guys. Bottom of the deck, I have the moon in the reverse, which can be secrets coming out. It's Cancerian energy. It can be expressing yourself, expressing things you haven't talked about in a while. It can be inner child woundings that are starting to come up to the surface to be dealt with. It's kind of like time to evolve into the next version of yourself, Aquarius. I've got the King of Cups out for Aquarius. So we got the King of Cups, and then we've got the Queen of Cups up here in this general energy. This King of Cups is somebody, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, you may be inviting a water sign energy into your life, but these energies go together. This is a true pair. These are two people who each feel like they have a lot to give to another person, and they're ready. So you're bringing this into your life, whoever you are, Aquarius. Someone who is going to be quite devoted to you, or you are quite devoted to them. This would be someone that if this is you, this King of Cups energy, this would be someone that you've had a lot of feelings for a long time, but just haven't expressed them. If this is someone coming towards you, that would be the opposite. They would be feeling the same. Nine of Swords in the reverse again. So you guys really do follow this kind of general energy. Make sure you pop up and watch that if you have skipped ahead. But this Nine of Swords in the reverse is someone who recognizes that they have created their own problems in the past, and they don't want to do it anymore. They're over it. Whatever it was that was this toxic situation in your life, or this toxic energy, you don't want to have it anymore, and you have a new opportunity in love coming towards you. And it feels like it's real quick, like it would be between now and Sagittarius season that it presents itself. Ten of Swords, and I have the Lovers in the reverse. Here's the thing. What was I just saying in that general reading a moment ago? How we have the Devil and the Lovers, and how very similar energies they are. There's always... The Lovers indicates a choice that has to be made. The Lovers is the card of Gemini, and it's someone, whenever we have it in the reverse, this is someone who has really struggled to make healthy choices in love in the past. And with this Ten of Swords, it feels like whoever you are, you may have always been in on again, off again relationships in some way. The Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card. This may have happened during Scorpio season, that you ended something with a finality, or this could have been something kind of painful that you had to reconcile yourself to. And it's this understanding of all the things that you've been through now helping you make healthier choices in your romantic life. High Priestess, I have, that's the card of Pisces, but it's the High Priestess is someone who is learning to follow their intuition, someone who has been pretty blocked up for a while. You may have involved yourself with partners, or you may feel this way yourself, where you were somewhat image driven, or you were always looking at how they looked on the outside, or they were always looking at how you looked on the outside and how that was going to look to the rest of the world. With that Six of Wands that comes up in this general energy over here, this is someone who no longer worries about what other people think about the people that they're with. There's an energy of wanting to choose your heart over image. and I have the Three of Cups. This can be reconciliation energy with the Three of Cups. This could be, and here's the deal, there's 3 of these cups, which indicates having more than one option, as does this Lover's energy here. The Lover's card is a card of choice, and anytime we have a choice in a situation, that means we have more than one option. You may have more than one person who is interested in spending their time with you. That is just way too many. Hold on. Hold on. I want to put those back in because I just don't like the way they came out. But we're going to have it anyway. So I've got the Tower that comes out here on its side. For whoever you are, Aquarius, there's some kind of reconciliation that's coming back towards you that's going to be surprising. This person may reach out to you and you may be surprised, or you may reach out to someone, you may surprise yourself with your actions in some way. This King of Cups over here, I just want a couple more out here. I want to use this Chicoli deck. This King of Cups and this Tower energy. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Wands right there. And I've got the Ten of Swords out there, and I got the Lover's card out there again. Knight of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, and it's somebody that wants to make a major change in their life very quickly. They want to use their communication skills and send a message that changes something for forever. With this Lover's card coming out here twice, again, the card of Gemini, but this is someone who is ready to make healthier choices in their love life specifically. And this Ten of Swords coming out again on its side, you had to navigate a lot of difficult emotions over the last couple of months. And with this Queen of Pentacles coming out in the upright position, you may be having Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy come towards you, or this could be you deciding you just want stability in your life. And I think that's where we're headed, is you want to focus on your work, your home life. And you've been isolating yourself for a while with this Four of Cups energy, just so that you could recover from whatever you've been through in the recent past with some of these love relationships. But it does feel like you have someone coming towards you, ready or not. And it is happening quickly. I was saying, like, in the next, probably 2 to 5 weeks. You got the Nine of Wands out, which is someone, and I saw that on the bottom of the deck a minute ago. That's somebody who is learning how to put up healthier boundaries. But this King of Cups is feeling the same way. They may have been watching you from a distance. There's an energy of reconciliation here. You may have been watching somebody else from a distance here. There's been a lot of boundaries and barriers up around you. For sure. You've been pretty much ignoring everyone or everything around you for a while, and it feels like you're ready to kind of open up again. That shift, you'll know it when it happens, because there's going to be a shift with that Wheel of Fortune energy. And I mean, it's probably moving into Sagittarius season for you, Aquarius. Whatever this Tower energy is, it's surprising. It's shocking. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It's possibly a reconciliation with someone from the past. You may have had an on-again, off-again relationship with this person, but it feels like it's a healthier choice for you now than it's ever been before. I don't know. We will check in with you guys next week and see how this plays out and how this energy kind of moves through your system here, Aquarius. But that was your reading for this week. I wish you the very, very best, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Next up, we are going to go towards Libra. Alrighty, what do we have for Libra? I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Libra, we have Eight of Wands in the reverse for you guys. That can be a lack of communication or struggling to communicate your true feelings about a situation. It can also be delays in communications, delays in getting things accomplished, things getting done. I'm sure that's annoying. I have the Strength in the reverse. This is somebody who's like, I just can't stand it anymore. Get it done. I have the Hermit card out for Libra. That's the card of Virgo, but this is someone who is isolating themselves from the rest of the world. They're very peaceful. It's a peaceful place. It's about prayerfulness and meditation. You may be experiencing a lot of solitude and quietude, and a lot of people bitch and moan about the energy of the Hermit, but I disagree. I think it is such a comforting place. Granted, I'm an introvert, but I think that taking time out to just be alone with yourself, and I mean turn off the TV, get into a hot bath, and just pray or meditate, whatever it is you like to do. I always say a hot bath because I'm cold all the time. I just want to be warm for a minute. But with this energy, it's just an energy of quietude, and it's safety. It's coming back towards yourself too. And whenever we experience these Hermit energies, there's a lot of growth that comes from that time of quietude. And it doesn't mean that you are self-isolating in a way that you're blocking like the things out that you need to take care of on a daily basis. It's much healthier than that. It's an energy of surrender oftentimes too. It's I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. How about I pray about it? How about I meditate about it? And how about I get some healthier, clearer answers that are than the ones that are gonna be coming from me and my monkey mind, right? I have Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse can be exactly what it's like, quite literal. A situation or a person that you misjudged, or you may feel misjudged by other people. Somebody, you may have felt like your actions or your words were misjudged by someone else. With the Judgment in the reverse, this is kind of a wake-up call. This is someone who has to admit the truth about a situation. I don't know if this is you or if this is how you've been feeling. Other people have been viewing you, something like that. The Judgment in the reverse can be stepping into choices that we made impulsively that later end up being not so great. Page of Wands in the reverse, there it is, impulsivity. Page of Wands in the reverse can be a message that was sent either to you or by you, or an action that was done by you or to you that someone did without thinking. It can be inflammatory. It can instigate drama. It can, I always call the Page of Wands in the reverse the child who's left alone with a box of matches. Things can get rough in a real hurry. And I have the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is probably why you're in this energy of Hermit right now, whoever you are, Libra. But it feels like you've been on the fence about this situation. That's why you're asking for guidance. That's why you're asking for help. The Five of Wands in the reverse is someone who doesn't know what they should do. They don't know what they should do. Yes. I have the World card, which is your card, Libra, and it comes out on its side. You're rebuilding from something. You're rebuilding yourself in a healthier way. Libra season was just in September. You may have been through, everybody had a challenging Libra system, a challenging Libra time, all right? This World card is it's like putting the bow on things and finally shipping the package off. This is tying up loose ends. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot to clarify just a little bit further here, Libra. Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck right there. This may have been someone who didn't plan properly for the future. That may be part of that impulsivity with that Page of Wands in the reverse. Whatever choice was made in the recent past, it feels like you've had to pick up the pieces from it, whether you made this choice or whether it was somebody else. Yeah, I've got the Strength in the reverse on the bottom of the deck again. I think that was present when I split the deck a minute ago for you guys. It's the card of Leo, but this is someone who says, I don't think I can do it any longer. Something's going to have to give. I have the Hanged Man out for you guys. It feels like you're waiting to see what's going to happen in this situation. I don't know what it is that has happened here, but it's something that's driven you within. It's caused you to pause for reflection, and now you're just waiting to see how things are going to work themselves out. You feel like you're kind of powerless to fix something. And I don't know if you did something or if somebody else did something, but this Five of Wands energy, I always call it the analysis paralysis card. It can indicate like a mental battle between you and yourself and you. Yeah, you, yourself, and you. Seven of Cups on its side. That's the energy of not knowing, of not knowing what to do next. This can be someone who feels like they have been hoodwinked by someone else, or someone who feels like they had been suffering from illusions that kept them from really moving forward in their lives for a while. And now you've got the Knight of Wands out there, and you've got the Magician in the reverse. Knight of Wands is specifically Sagittarius energy, but it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I've got the Magician in the reverse, which for me as a reader is the card of Ophiuchus. A lot of other readers relate it to Aries. You may be dealing with a fire sign energy here. It feels like you have someone who maybe, there's an energy of wanting to come in and take direct action and fix a situation. But with the Magician in the reverse, this can be, again, someone... And this really doesn't feel like your energy, I have to be honest, Libra. This feels like something outside of you. Someone who may have tried to manipulate you into making a decision very quickly. Maybe you did. Maybe you listened to this person and now you're regretting that choice. There it is. But I feel like you're tying up loose ends with this situation regardless. I mean, you may have jumped off into the middle of something, some major purchase, a move, a career path. You may have taken a job quickly. Maybe this person sold you on the position. You thought that's going to be great. Now you're regretting that choice in some way, Libra. This could have been related to your love life in some way. Who knows? Maybe you bought a home and it's become the money pit all of a sudden and you're like, oh. But there's an energy of waiting to see what's going to happen. I have the Moon. That's all about those underlying issues. That's about things bubbling up to the surface. These can be inner child woundings. These can be things that are done in the dark, things that we don't want other people to know about. Coming up to the surface, it's Cancerian energy. It's okay though. Sometimes we have to embrace the darker aspects of life, and that's what propels us to change. That's what causes so much discomfort that we can't help but turn to the light. Yeah, so that's just part of life. Enjoy it for what it is, even when it's no bueno. Five of Wands in the reverse again with the analysis paralysis. You don't know what you should do. So if you haven't already come to this hermit stage, you're gonna. So with the Five of Wands in the reverse twice out there for you, and this is a teeny tiny little reading. You've got quite a few repeats in here with the general that I did earlier, and also with Aquarius. So there is a lot of this energy cycling for you air signs here. But with the Five of Wands in the reverse twice like this, and I called it the analysis paralysis card. If you haven't already gotten here to this hermit energy, it's time. It's time to take a breather. It's time to spend some time with a higher power, with your higher self, whatever that is for you. Mine's Jesus. I'm kind of a Jesus freak. I love to pray. But you do you. And with the Five of Wands in the reverse, it feels like you have to ask for outside help. It feels like it comes from prayer and meditation first, and then you may actually have to ask for guidance from a three-dimensional mentor of some sort. And if that's the case, it'll come. But right now, it feels like you're really on the fence about what you want to do about something very significant in your life. There are a lot of underlying issues that are starting to bubble up to the surface in this situation. I think you feel like you've been manipulated by someone or something, and it's gotten the better of you, and now you don't really know how to deal with the fallout of it, but you will. It's just going to take a few days. It's going to take some time for this energy to clear. I think that you now all of a sudden have had any illusions removed from you personally, and now you're just waiting to see how the cleanup of this is going to take place. All right, that was your reading for this week. Thank you for letting me read for you, Libra. I will catch up with you guys next week. I wish you the very best. All right, next up we have Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see here. I'm going to go back over here to this Chicoli deck for Gemini. I got the Two of Cups out for Gemini, which is interesting because we started with the Two of Cups over here at the top of the general reading. So you may have some partnership coming towards you this week, Gemini. Eight of Swords is someone who's afraid to reach out to you and talk to you. Or you may be afraid to reach out and talk to someone else too. Hold on. King of Wands in the reverse. Oh, Gemini. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy. This is someone who may have bullied you in the past. They may be currently bullying you. This is someone whose bark is very loud, then their bite is probably too. Six of Wands in the reverse. You don't know how to fix this situation. I mean, it could have been you. It feels like it's external to you, honestly, Gemini. But it's possible you may have done something that you feel now you have failed in a situation. The King of Wands in the reverse can be someone who makes impulsive choices that kind of end up burning the whole kingdom down. The Six of Wands in the reverse is someone who no longer has community support or no longer has friends around them. It feels like this is not you, but you take it as it resonates. The Six of Wands in the reverse is someone who feels like they have, it's an energy of failure, and it feels like you don't feel supported there. I have the Hermit energy out for you guys too. I just had that a moment ago for Libra. This is someone who's going within to try to find a solution to a pretty deep well of situation they've gotten themselves into. This is someone who feels like all they have left to do is to pray or ask for guidance from a higher power or from someone outside of them. This person no longer has the answers as to how to deal with this situation any longer. I have the Six of Pentacles that comes out for you, which is somebody, it feels like you're all, I've got two sixes out here right next to each other. The Six of Pentacles is someone who was taken advantage of when it comes out on its side. This could have been in your work life. This could have been in your love life. This can be in your home life. It feels like some superior individual really unleashed a fury upon you at some point, and you don't see a way out of a situation other than to ask for help. Six of Pentacles is someone who knows that something's going to have to change because they can't keep on the way they have been. And I have the Chariot in the reverse, but this is someone who feels like they're quite locked into a situation, like they can't get out of it. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. It's in the reverse though. So this is someone who may be losing steam. You may be feeling low energy right now. Same thing with that Six of Wands in the reverse. It's somebody who feels like they have failed at something. Maybe this, whoever this King of Wands is making you feel like you failed at something. It feels unfair. And I have the Ace of Wands on its side, which is kind of like a powder keg of emotions. It's and it's this feeling of, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to put any more energy into this situation or this relationship any longer. You're not getting anything out of it. If this is at work, you're not being paid enough to deal with this level of bullshit. Okay, I think you know it. I think you're kicking yourself for getting in the middle of this. If this is a family dynamic or a love relationship in some way, I think that you recognize that this person is quite unhinged and there's nothing you can do to control their temperament. But there's this energy of not being able to get away from it. Like maybe not even physically being able to get out of this situation at all. I have the Death card in the reverse. Death card is a card of Scorpio, but it's whenever we have it in the reverse, very similar to this Chariot in the reverse, where we have someone who's like, man, this mofo just won't die. It won't end. It will never stop. And that's just it. It probably won't stop. When you have this King of Wands in the reverse, sure, we all have bad days. We all have bad days. We have bad weeks. We have bad months. Sometimes we have bad years. And change is possible in people. It really, really is. But I think you're starting to see, Gemini, that it is not your responsibility to change this other person. And you couldn't even if you tried. There's no leveling with this person. There is no explaining a position to this person. This person is very bullying, and it's like my way or the highway. They can be verbally abusive. They can make choices that are just always throwing you under the bus. And the Death card in the reverse, it's not going to get any better, is basically what you're saying to me. So with that being said, what are we going to do? Let's use this traditional Rider-Waite. Because you can't sit here any longer. Look, on the bottom of the deck, you got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who recognizes this person may actually be mentally unwell, and you can't fix that. It's not your job to. This person is the only person who can fix this, and maybe not even then. I have the Moon in the reverse. Yes, mentally unbalanced situation we have here. You can't fix it. And it's always under the surface. This person you walk around on eggshells around. This person's very temperamental. You never know when they are just gonna lose their shiznit all over you. And it's inflammatory. It's a powder keg. And again, Cancerian energy. Cancerian, you may be dealing with a Cancerian. Or this may have really come to a head last summer. I have the Emperor that comes out here. That's the card of Aries. But this does feel like you, Gemini. This person, whoever this King of Wands energy is that's in the reverse, it feels like you have to go above them. It feels like you have to take charge of this situation. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. You have to take charge of your own life. You have to take charge of this physical environment in some way. This is someone who is taking the bull by the horns and saying, oh, no, I'm done. I've had it. This Emperor is upset. Like they have a whole wall of energy behind them. It feels like you have allowed whatever this is to kind of eat away at you and eat away at you like a fire inside of you. That's all of a sudden like a full-on blaze about this situation. Like enough is enough. Maybe this is the week when you finally just lose it on this person and just say, look, you have been doing A, B, C, D, and it's not working. Either you go get some help or I am leaving this situation, period. The Emperor, they don't have to yell. No. And they understand that they are the ones who actually have all the power in this situation. Truthfully, you may have been misguided for a while. This person may have bullied you long enough to believe that you had to sit in this, that you were responsible for staying in this for some reason. I think you're recognizing that's not true. I think that your time spent in prayer and meditation has taught you that. All of a sudden, I'm very upset for you. And I have the Devil out on top of that. You cannot change this person. You cannot help this person. You understand that this person is never going to change. Period. And when you have this energy of the Devil that comes about, you are the only one who can unchain yourself from this situation. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on keeping on. Knight of Wands in the reverse. That's that kind of burn it down mentality. It feels like, here's what's keeping you stuck though. What's keeping you in this situation is a fear of change. You're afraid of making an impulsive decision. There could be children involved in this situation. I think you don't want to go through the holidays with this person. Three of Wands, you're starting to decide what you want to do for the future. You're starting to manifest a new plan for yourself. Very good job, but you're doing it quietly. You're doing it in secret. I think that you're someone who knows you're going to have to extract yourself from this situation kind of covertly. I don't know if you are in an abusive, I mean, it's whatever relationship this is, it has been abusive, period. You know it. I know it. I am very upset. Like my body is on fire, like especially back here on my back, which is somebody who's got just like a wall of inflammation from whatever this situation has been. This Three of Wands energy is the minor arcana of the Magician, but it's someone who is manifesting a new future for themselves. Praise the Lord. King of Wands out there again. This person's going to try to persuade you to stay. Whatever it is that they have done, they are trying really, really hard right now, probably as we speak, to show you a different side of themselves, to show you that they can be better, to show you that they can change. I think they will promise you a lot of things and you will know it when you hear them, because they'll be like overinflated promises, like anything from I'm going to buy you a new Lexus to I'm going to give you a promotion. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I promise I'm going to be better. I promise I'm never going to lose my temper again. This person is trying to show you their very best self right now. All this whole time though, you know. And I think you're making a plan to get yourself out of this situation. All right, that was your reading for the week. Gemini, thank you very much for letting me read for you. I will see you guys all next week. I'll do a regular live next week. And yeah, I'll just see you then. Good luck.